In this lab, we utilize UART0 to communicate between the TM4C and the computer terminal, real term. This is one of 8 UARTs and is hardwired into the microcontroller's debugger. Pins PA1 and PA0 are the transmit and receive, respectively, of the debugger. The pins are connected to the debugger, which is connected to the computer terminal via a USB cable. We begin the code by selecting which UART we are going to use and initialize the clock for port A. As mentioned, we are using UART0, so we activate its clock. After that, we configure the registers for UART0. The baud rate is set in the 2 registers on lines 62 and 63, derived from the calculations in the comments. We then enable the alternate function on port A and set the digital enable on pins A0 and A1. We disable the analog function and do not set the direction as it is not needed. Input and output are automatically set. Once initialization is done, we write a module that will take in a character value. We read an 8-bit data input. Then a flag is checked, the receiver FIFO empty flag, to let us know if the FIFO is empty. Line 81 runs while the flag is 1, telling us the FIFO is empty. When the flag goes to 0, the data is read from the data register and returned to the caller. Next, we write the module that will output 1 character to the serial port. Similar to the above module, it looks at a FIFO flag. In this case, it looks at the transmit FIFO full flag. If it is equal to a 1, it is full and no more data can be transmitted. So we loop back until it is empty when it can accept another character. The next piece of data is written to the device. Now we look at the code for the 8-bit DAC. 4 arrays are initialized to output 4 different waveforms. A function is used to set up a buffer that will hold the values of the wave selected in the main function. This buffer is then used by the SysTick handler. Port B is initialed so that all 8 pins are outputs. The SysTick is then initialized as well and the handler is initialized to build the digital wave every time there is an interrupt. In the main function, we begin by setting up a function that will be called when a new line on the terminal is needed. We then initialize the default wave and enter the endless while loop. Within the loop, we use the function from the UART initialization to receive a character from the terminal and then display it on the terminal. If-else statements are used to select between waves, depending on the character received from the terminal.